Hey guys, welcome back to Old Guy Talks Money. In today's video, we're going to talk about the options trade that I made in July and see how I did. But before I do that, I want to take this opportunity to thank the people that have watched my videos, liked them, left comments. It really means a lot to me. When you're a new creator and your channel's small, that engagement is really encouraging to know that people are seeing what you're putting out there and that they're finding it useful. So please, thank you for that. And let's look at what happened in July. So, July was a really interesting month on a personal basis and the market. So, had a little baby heart surgery in the 1st of July, on July 1st to be exact. Um, had a good run up in the market. We talk about this a lot at work and say, it keeps going up and up. Where a pullback's coming. When's it coming? Well, we may have seen it. At one point, I think the NASDAQ, which is the largest position I'm trading, got up to about 510. I'm doing that from memory. It was on July 10th. Thanks when it topped, and it's been going down since then. And on July 30th, last of the month, it had closed down 46 points. Pretty good pullback. So, what happened in July? Well, as I told you, it was kind of out of commission July 1st. Um, didn't feel great on the 2nd. Decided on Wednesday, which was the 3rd, that it would be a good chance since I was home from work to show y'all how I make these trades. So I recorded it, went in, did the video, did the thumbnail, the whole 9 yards, uploaded the video, didn't publish it. Was looking later to see if my trade executed. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting. Finally, by the end of the day, I was like, something's wrong. This trade should have executed. And then I found out that the market closed about 1 o'clock for the 4th of July. So all that work, no trade placed. So I did get back on Friday, and let's see what that looks like. All right, so on Friday, this is QQQ. Remember, that's a NASDAQ ETF, exchange traded fund. It's designed to mirror the performance of the NASDAQ. Place that trade on 7.5. I sold 2 contracts. This is a put contract, meaning I'm trying to get into the market. Each contract's 100 shares, so 200 shares at a strike price at 4.93, and that's the price that I'm willing to buy the shares at. I got $2.52 per share in premium, so made about $503. Well, that stock closed at 494.82. Okay, so I want you to think about that. They're not going to sell me those shares at 493. That was what my contract was for. If they can sell them for almost $495, so that contract expired and went unassigned, and I made about a 26.5% return. All right, so 7/19 is the next Friday. So you'll see Truist here. Now, Truist is a regional bank. It's a combination of SunTrust and BB&T. If you watch my earlier videos, you know I had been selling puts on Truist, went in to the stock at 39.50, and then the market kind of pulled back. And I really wasn't able to do much with it. So at the end of the June, I was looking at it and I thought, here's a chance to make a little commission, a little premium. And then I also set the strike price that if they got called away from me, that I'd make a gain. Okay. So kind of a combination of selling options and the swing trading theory. And what happened? I had strike price at 40.50. It closed at 42.41. Obviously, they are going to buy my shares because they're cheaper than the market. And I made like $273 in premium and then $1,300 worth of gain. On an annualized basis, 9% with the premium, and you factor in the gain right at 12%. Not great, but I'll take it. All right. Also, the Qs still selling puts on it, same quantity, 200 shares, strike price at 494. Now, if you think about when this trade was placed, we had not seen the significant pullback. We topped out around July 10th. Got 247 per share, so I made about $493. Closing price, here's the interesting part. Closing price at 472. Now, obviously, they sold me those shares. You could look at this and go, well, you overpaid by roughly $22, and you'd be right. What I would tell you is you can never time the market. When I do these trades, I look at them and say, if this happens, I'm going to be happy. I don't have a whole lot of FOMO. Other thing I'm going to tell you guys is if you do this strategy, only do it with stock that you're willing to hold for the long term. I believe in the NASDAQ. Dear Lord, if the NASDAQ ever completely crashes, we got bigger issues in this country than I lost money, and we'll probably be trading liquor and bullets. So was happy for the week, ended up with right at a 26% return. So the next week, quick recap, I had been called away on Truist and had gone into the Qs. So remember the wheel strategy. You sell puts to get in. Once you own the shares, you turn around and sell calls against them. All right, so 723 place to trade, two contracts, 200 shares, strike price 495, at a cost basis of 494. So I was trying to do that same strategy I'd done with Truist, make a little premium, make a little gain if the contract got exercised. You can see that market continued to go down, closed at 463. I ended up still owning those shares, and in that trade, on an annualized basis, made right at 4%. Now, Truist I'd gotten called away from, so I was back with cash, starting the process selling puts. So 500 and 700 shares, respectively, or 5 or 7 contracts on my taxable and non-taxable account at a strike price at $43.50, made right at $253. Closed at $44.42. They did not get assigned, and I still had the cash there. All right, so what did the whole month look like? Here you go. Whole month on the gain side made $1,300. On the premium side made $1,691. So all in almost $3,000. You annualize that, including the gain, it's about a 24% return for the month. So all in all, pretty satisfied with how it turned out. I will tell you, August is going to be interesting. The market has not bounced back, especially on the Q side, the NASDAQ side. So we'll see how that goes. I still have the money from the Truist being called away, so I'll put that in play, selling puts, and we'll see what August looks like at the end of August. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, share. It will help me grow the channel. I really appreciate the engagement. I like seeing what people have to say. I learn a little bit, and then it's also gratifying to see that people are finding the content useful. So, y'all take care, and I will see you in the future.